Your greatest response to doubt is not an argument. It is a result. Think about that. There will always be people who underestimate you, who question your ability, who tell you what you cannot do. Some will laugh at your dreams. Some will criticize your ambition. Some will expect you to fail. That is life. You cannot silence every voice, but you can choose which voice you listen to. Now listen carefully. The opinions of others do not determine your future. Your decisions do. Success is predictable. It's not luck, and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. Most people waste precious years trying to prove themselves with words. They explain. They defend. They argue. But successful people understand something different. Results speak louder than opinions. Character speaks louder than promises. Consistency speaks louder than talent. And success needs no explanation. Think about a seed. When it is buried beneath the ground, no one applauds. No one notices. Some may even believe it is gone forever. But beneath the surface, it is growing, quietly, patiently, preparing for the right season. Your life is the same. Not every season is meant to be seen. Some seasons are meant to build you, to strengthen you, to prepare you. So don't become discouraged. When people fail to recognize your progress, keep growing, keep learning, keep improving, because the greatest victories are often invisible before they become undeniable. Now let me ask you something. What if every criticism became your motivation? What if every rejection made you more determined? What if every "you can't" became another reason to keep going? That is how extraordinary people think. They don't waste energy proving people wrong with arguments. They prove them wrong with discipline, with persistence, with excellence. Because every early morning, every extra hour, every difficult decision brings them one step closer to the life they imagined. Today, we're going to discover why the greatest revenge is success, why silence is often more powerful than explanation, and why the most convincing answer you will ever give is the life you build. So stay patient, stay focused, stay disciplined. Let your actions speak. Let your results answer. And when they doubt you, prove them wrong. Listen carefully. One of the greatest mistakes people make is trying to impress everyone. Think about that. They want approval. They want recognition. They want people to notice them. And in the process, they forget the most important person to impress, themselves. Now, hear this carefully. Your life was never meant to be lived for the applause of others, because applause is temporary. Opinions change. People cheer you today and criticize you tomorrow. If your confidence depends on their approval, your confidence will never last. Now listen, too many people spend their lives explaining their dreams, talking about their plans, trying to convince everyone that they are going to be successful. But success doesn't need an announcement. It needs action. Quiet, consistent, daily action. Success is predictable. It's not luck, and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. Think about a tree. When it first begins to grow, you don't see much. Its greatest work happens beneath the surface. The roots grow first, not the fruit, because strength always comes before results. Your life works the same way. Before people notice your success, you must build your foundation, your discipline, your habits, your character, and that work happens in silence. Now, let me ask you something. Why spend your energy trying to impress people who cannot build your future? Why waste your time seeking validation from people who don't understand your vision? You don't need everyone to believe in you. You only need to believe in the work, because the work never lies. Now listen closely. Progress is quiet. It isn't always exciting. It doesn't always receive applause. Some days, it looks like reading one more page. making one more phone call, practicing one more hour, getting up one more morning. Small actions, repeated consistently. That is progress. And progress will always outperform popularity. Now hear this. Many people are more concerned with looking successful than becoming successful. They post every goal. They announce every plan. They chase attention. But attention is not achievement. Talking is not doing. Looking busy is not making progress. Success belongs to the person who keeps improving even when nobody notices, especially when nobody notices, because character is built in private. Discipline is built in private. Confidence is built in private. And one day, the private work becomes public success. Now understand this. You don't have to prove that you're working. Keep working. You don't have to tell people you're improving. Keep improving. Because eventually, your results will introduce you better than your words ever could. Now think about this. Every hour spent chasing approval is an hour not spent chasing growth. And growth is the only thing that truly changes your life. So stop asking, what do they think about me? Start asking, am I becoming better than I was yesterday? That is the question that matters. Because every small improvement moves you closer to your future. Every disciplined choice makes you stronger. Every promise you keep to yourself builds self-respect. And self-respect is worth far more than the approval of strangers. So stop trying to impress. Stop explaining. Stop seeking permission. Put your head down. Do the work. Keep growing. Stay patient. And let your progress become your proof. Because in the end, people rarely remember what you said you were going to do. They remember what you actually did. So don't chase attention. Chase excellence. Don't chase approval. Chase growth. And every single day, become just a little better. Because the greatest way to prove them wrong is to keep making progress. Now listen carefully. There is a powerful truth that many people never discover. The greatest victory is not proving someone else wrong. It is becoming the person you were created to be. Think about that. When people doubt you, your first reaction may be to argue, to defend yourself, to explain your dreams. But that is rarely the best response. Because words can be questioned. Promises can be forgotten. But results speak for themselves. Now hear this. Every criticism you receive can become one of two things: a wall or a stepping stone. The choice is always yours. Some people allow criticism to stop them. Others use it to become stronger. They don't become bitter. They become better. That is the difference. Now listen, there will always be people who don't see your potential, not because you don't have it, but because they cannot see what you have not yet revealed. And that's okay. You don't need everyone. To understand your journey, you simply need to stay committed to it, because your future does not depend on their belief. It depends on your discipline. Success is predictable. It's not luck, and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline. Think about a diamond. Before it shines, it must endure pressure, great pressure. Without that pressure, it remains an ordinary stone. Your challenges, your critics, your setbacks may be the pressure that reveals your true value. Now let me ask you something. What if every person who doubted you actually gave you a reason to become stronger? What if every "you'll never make it" pushed you to work harder? What if every rejection made you wiser? Then nothing would be wasted. Everything would become part of your growth. Now hear this carefully. Don't spend your life trying to change people's opinions. Spend your life changing your habits, improve your attitude, improve your skills, improve your discipline, improve your character. Because when you become better, your life becomes better. And that is the greatest proof. Now listen, your competition is not the person who criticized you. It is the person you were yesterday. Become wiser than yesterday, stronger than yesterday, more disciplined than yesterday. Read one more page. Learn one more lesson. Take one more step. Keep improving, one day at a time. Because greatness is never built in one moment. It is built through daily decisions. Now understand this. The best revenge is not making someone regret doubting you. The best revenge is living a life so full of purpose that you no longer need anyone's approval. You become too busy growing, to be distracted by opinions, too focused, improving, to be discouraged by criticism, too committed to your future, to waste energy looking backward. That is freedom. Now think about this. One day, the people who doubted you may notice your success, but by then, their opinion won't matter because you didn't build your life to impress them. You built it to fulfill your potential. So keep learning, keep working, keep believing, keep becoming, not for applause, not for recognition, but because becoming your best self is the greatest achievement you will ever accomplish. And when people say, you can't, smile, go to work, stay disciplined, stay humble, stay patient, then let your life become the answer. Because the greatest way to prove them wrong is not by defeating them. It is by becoming the very best version of yourself. Now listen carefully. There is something you must understand. If you choose to pursue a meaningful life, you will be doubted. Not once, not twice, but many times. Think about that. If your dream is big, your critics will be many. If your vision is different, your doubters will be louder. That is not a sign that you are on the wrong path. Many times, it is a sign that you have chosen a path few people are willing to walk. Now hear this carefully. Every successful person has been underestimated. Every leader has been questioned. Every person who accomplished something worthwhile had someone say, it can't be done. The difference is, they didn't allow those voices to become their own. Now listen, people often doubt what they do not understand, not because they are bad people, but because they see life through the limits of their own experience. If they have never dreamed big, they struggle to understand your dream. If they have never taken a risk, they will encourage you to stay safe. If they have accepted an average life, they may question your desire for excellence. That is human nature. Don't become angry. Become wiser. Now think about this. When a bird is born, it has never flown. If it listened only to those who had never left the ground, it would never discover the sky. Your dreams are the same. Sometimes the people giving advice have never gone where you want to go. Respect them, but don't let their limits become yours. Now hear this. Doubt is often a mirror. People project their own fears, their own disappointments, their own failures. They say, don't try, because they stop trying. They say, be realistic, because they stop believing. They say, it's impossible, because they never discovered what was possible. So don't mistake someone else's fear for your future. Now listen closely. If everyone agrees with your dream, perhaps your dream is too small. Great achievements usually sound unreasonable. Before they become reality, every innovation, every business, every masterpiece, every great accomplishment was once called impossible until someone refused to believe it. Now let me ask you something. Who would you be today? If you had listened to every person who doubted you, how many opportunities would you have missed? How many lessons would you have avoided? How much potential would still be hidden? Think about that. The life you want requires courage. Not the courage to silence your critics, but the courage to keep moving while they are still speaking. Now understand this truth. Your responsibility is not to convince everyone. Your responsibility is to become better, to learn, to grow, to improve every single day. Because time has a remarkable way of revealing the truth. Today's doubters may become tomorrow's admirers, but don't work for that moment. Work because excellence is your responsibility. Now hear this carefully. When someone doubts you, don't waste your energy trying to change their mind. Use that energy to strengthen your discipline. Read another chapter. Practice another hour. Learn another skill. Take another step. Let your progress answer every question. Now remember, the strongest trees grow against the wind. The brightest stars shine in the darkest night. And the strongest character is often built through opposition. So don't fear doubters. Expect them. Don't resent them. Learn from them. Let them remind you that every worthwhile journey requires faith. Faith in your vision. Faith in your effort. Faith in your future. Because one day, the same people who questioned your dream may look at your life and wonder how you did it. And the answer will not be talent. It will not be luck. It will not be perfect timing. It will be this: you kept going when others stopped believing. You stayed disciplined when others became distracted. You remained faithful to your purpose. And that is why every successful person must first learn how to walk through doubt without becoming doubtful. So when people underestimate you, don't be discouraged. Be prepared. Work harder. Grow wiser. Stay humble. Stay focused. And let every doubt you hear become another reason to keep becoming the person you were always capable of being. Now listen carefully. There is a better way to prove people wrong. Not through arguments. Not through anger. Not through revenge. But through excellence. Think about that. Anyone can complain. Anyone can defend themselves. Anyone can say, I'll show them. But very few people are willing to do the work day after day, year after year. That is where greatness is born. Now hear this carefully. If you want respect, earn it. If you want opportunity, prepare for it. If you want success, become the kind of person success is looking for. Because life has a simple principle. Value always attracts value. Now listen, don't focus on proving people wrong. Focus on becoming so good that their opinions no longer matter. There is a difference. One is driven by pride. The other is driven by purpose. Purpose will always take you farther. Now think about a craftsman. He doesn't rush his work. He pays attention to every detail, every cut, every measurement, every finish. Why? Because he knows excellence is never an accident. It is the result of care, practice, and discipline. Your life deserves the same attention. Now hear this. Every skill you improve increases your value. Every book you read expands your thinking. Every hour you practice strengthens your ability. Every mistake you correct moves you closer to mastery. That is how people become exceptional. Not overnight, but over time. Now let me ask you something. What if instead of spending 1 hour worrying about criticism, you spent that hour improving yourself? Imagine what would happen. 1 hour each day for 1 year. How much wiser would you become? How much stronger? How much more confident? That is the power of focused improvement. Now listen closely. The marketplace rewards excellence, not excuses, not intentions, not potential alone. It rewards people who solve problems, who create value, who continue learning, who refuse to become average. So don't chase attention. Chase mastery. Attention fades. Mastery lasts. Now understand this. Average people practice until they get it right. Successful people practice until they cannot get it wrong. That is commitment. That is discipline. That is the standard. Now hear this carefully. Every day you have a choice. You can repeat yesterday, or you can improve today. One extra page, one extra hour, one better decision, one stronger habit. These small improvements may seem insignificant, but compounded over time, they become extraordinary. Now think about a musician. The audience only sees the performance. They don't see the thousands of hours spent practicing alone, the early mornings, the late nights, the repeated mistakes, the constant improvement. Success is like that. People notice the results. They rarely notice the preparation. So don't worry. If no one sees your effort today, keep preparing, keep practicing, keep growing, because preparation always meets opportunity. Now remember this. You don't become remarkable by talking about your goals. You become remarkable by honoring your commitments every single day, even when it's difficult, even when it's lonely, even when no one applauds. That is where champions are made. Now hear this one final thought. The greatest response to criticism is competence. The greatest answer to doubt is excellence. The greatest way to prove them wrong is to become so disciplined, so skilled, so consistent that your results cannot be ignored. One day, people will notice your success, not because you demanded attention, but because excellence always gets noticed. So stay humble, stay teachable, stay hungry, never stop learning, never stop improving, never stop growing, and every single day, become just a little better than you were yesterday. Because when you commit yourself to excellence, the world has no choice but to notice. Now, listen carefully. There comes a moment in every person's life when they must make a choice. Will you spend your energy trying to convince people, or will you spend your energy becoming undeniable? Think about that. One path is filled with arguments. The other is filled with action. The first path steals your time. The second builds your future. Now hear this carefully. The loudest statement is not made with words. It is made with results. Because words can be forgotten. Promises can be ignored. Opinions can be challenged. But results have a language that everyone understands. Now listen, the strongest people I have ever known were not the ones who talked the most. They were the ones who worked the most, quietly, patiently, faithfully. While others were explaining, they were improving. While others were complaining, they were learning. While others were seeking attention, they were building character. And one day, the world noticed, not because they demanded attention, but because excellence cannot stay hidden forever. Now think about a sunrise. It doesn't announce its arrival. It doesn't ask anyone to pay attention. It simply rises, and the whole world notices. Your success should be the same. Quiet, steady, certain, not rushed, not forced, simply earned. Now hear this. Many people are too busy trying to win arguments. They want the last word. They want people to admit they were wrong. But what if you no longer needed that? What if your life became such a powerful example that no explanation was necessary? That is freedom. Freedom from seeking approval. Freedom from defending yourself. Freedom from living according to someone else's opinion Now let me ask you something. How much time have you spent trying to change someone's mind? Hours, days, maybe even years. Imagine if all that time had been invested in improving yourself, reading, learning, practicing, growing. Where would you be today? Now listen closely. Every minute you spend proving yourself with words is a minute you cannot spend proving yourself with action. Action always wins. Not immediately, but eventually, because consistency has a remarkable power. It turns small efforts into extraordinary results. One disciplined day doesn't change your life. Neither does one workout, one chapter, one lesson, one early morning. But hundreds of them do. That is how success speaks. Quietly, day after day, year after year, until one day, people call you lucky. They see the victory, but they never saw the sacrifice. They see the confidence, but they never saw the doubt you overcame. They see the success, but they never saw the mornings you wanted to quit, the nights you kept working, the promises you kept when no one was watching. That is why success is never an accident. It is earned. Now hear this carefully. Don't become distracted by people who misunderstand your journey. Some people will never understand your vision, and that's all right. It was never their responsibility to believe in it. It was yours. Protect your vision. Protect your discipline. Protect your peace. Because the life you are building requires your attention, not your explanations. Now think about a mountain climber. He doesn't stop to argue with everyone standing at the bottom. He keeps climbing. Every step takes him higher. Every step changes his perspective. Eventually, he reaches the summit. And from that height, the voices below become very quiet. Life works the same way. The higher your character grows, the less power criticism has over you. Now understand this. The goal is not to make your critics feel small. The goal is to become so focused that criticism no longer controls your emotions. That is maturity. That is wisdom. That is strength. Now hear this one final truth. One day, someone who doubted you may look at your life and wonder what changed. The answer will be simple. You kept learning. You kept working. You kept believing. You kept showing up. You stayed disciplined when others became distracted. You stayed patient when others wanted quick results. You stayed faithful to your purpose. And little by little, your life began to speak. Not through speeches, not through arguments, but through results. Because results never have to raise their voice. They simply exist. And everyone notices. So don't waste another day trying to prove people wrong. Spend your days proving yourself right. Become better. Become stronger. Become wiser. Become more disciplined. Let your habits speak. Let your character speak. Let your consistency speak. And above all, let your success become your loudest statement. Because in the end, the greatest answer you will ever give is the life you choose to live. So keep your head down. Keep your standards high. Keep moving forward. And let the world hear the quiet voice of a life built on discipline, a life built on character, a life built on purpose, a life that proved everyone wrong without saying a single word. Now let me leave you with one final thought. You don't have to prove your worth with words. You don't have to win every argument. You don't have to convince everyone to believe in you. Your responsibility is much greater than that. Your responsibility is to become the very best version of yourself. Think about that. Every day, you are writing your story. One decision at a time. One habit at a time. One disciplined action at a time. So make it a story worth remembering. Now hear this carefully. There will always be doubters. There will always be critics. There will always be people who underestimate your potential. Let them. Their opinions do not define your future. Your actions do, because success is never built by arguing with the world. It is built by improving yourself quietly, patiently, consistently, day after day. When no one is watching, keep working. When no one is applauding, keep improving. When no one believes in your dream, believe in it anyway, because every small step is taking you closer to the life you were meant to live. Now remember this, the greatest revenge is not making someone regret doubting you. The greatest victory is becoming someone who no longer needs anyone's approval. That is real freedom. That is real success. So stop looking back. Stop explaining yourself. Stop chasing validation. Put your energy where it belongs. Into your growth, into your discipline, into your character. Because one day, the results you've worked so hard for will speak louder than anything you could ever say. And when that day comes, stay humble, stay grateful, keep learning, keep serving, keep growing. Because success is not the finish line. It is the responsibility to become better every single day. So walk forward with confidence. Trust the process. Honor your commitments. And whatever anyone says, let your actions answer. Let your discipline answer. Let your success answer. And above all, prove them wrong